Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Saturday night, I'm just chilling. Let's do an episode of Biker News. I got the proper outfit on. I got my only red t-shirt. Had to search through my closet to find my only red t-shirt in honor of tonight's content. And I got my matching watch, my red watch. I love this watch. My brother gave me this, I forget what, for my birthday or something. I think it was my birthday, Invicta. It's a pretty badass watch. Someone sent me an email of the rules of the Hells Angels, and I got 13 rules here. There may be more rules, and I don't know if these are official, but let's just go through it together. If you've ever been curious about, well, what are the rules of a club like that? Well, I got them. So let's just jump right into it. Biker News. Rules of the Hells Angels. Put your red outfits on. Rule number 1, you have to be voted in. Makes sense. Any kind of club, you're going to have to be voted in, it seems like. Organizations, whatever. There's all kinds of groups. My grandfather joined a club in Washington, D.C., where he lives, called the Cosmos Club, and it's like for business people and successful people and whatever, probably some kind of Illuminati shit for all I know. And he had to be voted in. And he was happy when he got in. I don't really know what it means. I guess you go there and hang out with a bunch of other wealthy people, smoke cigars, who the hell knows? Plot the end of the world. But the Hells Angels, like many other clubs, you have to be voted in, and there's a long process before you can be voted in as a member, and you have to be a hang-around, and then if you're lucky, you get to be a prospect, and then that goes for some indefinite period, and then you become a member, and if somebody in the group doesn't like you, and everybody else likes you, but one guy's just like, no way, don't like him, don't trust him, I don't want that dude around me, whatever they say, he smells funny, I don't want to be around him. Well, too bad for you, I guess you don't get in. Everybody's got to vibe with you. It makes sense. So rule number 2, your patch is sacred. It also has vest in parentheses, and I've always had an issue with the vest as a fashion choice, but that's just me. I'm not a vest guy. I'd prefer a light jacket, so I don't know what the rules are with that. I would ask, excuse me, do I have to wear a vest? I don't really like vests. It's just weird, with the sleeves missing. I don't know. I need some sleeves. Number 3, there is a dress code in certain chapters. It goes chapter to chapter. I don't know if every chapter has a dress code, but some do, and it said that some chapters will allow you to wear jeans or camouflage or just regular street clothes, whatever you want to wear. Some chapters don't allow you to wear shorts, it says, and that kind of thing can just vary. So that might be a little strange to me. I just like to dress how I want to dress. If somebody's like, nope, you can't wear that, well, you want to fight about it? I mean, I dress how I want to dress. We got number 4. There's a protocol for the rides. And there's like an order to the rides. So you're not going to be like the sport bike dudes where you guys just all jam out on all the lanes and just have this pandemonium. Hells Angels don't ride like that. They're going to be riding in an order, real tight. And there's going to be all rules to it and everything. Number 5, if you get pulled over, you all pull over together. If you have to pull over to get gas, everybody pulls over together. And I think that can also, that's a good thing, but it can also be annoying for everybody if you somehow didn't take a piss before you go, and everybody's like, okay, make sure you have gas and make sure you take a pee, we're about to go ride out, and you don't, and then 10 minutes into the ride, you're like, I gotta go. Man, it's annoying, I guess, but it's good to have your bros with you all the time, stay as a group. Was that number 4? Number 5? That was number 5. Number 6, you can't be in law enforcement. It seems pretty obvious. You can't be a prison guard. Nope. You can't be part of none of that. And they'll do a background check on you and find out. You're not going to be tricky. Although, it seems like every one of these chapters has an undercover cop, if not 2 undercover cops, and a narc, some paid rat. But that gets me to number 7 is you can't be a rat. Can't be a rat. You can't be a cop and you can't be a rat. A snitch. Number 8, the club is for life. You're not going to just do it for a while and be like, yeah, that was fun. Going to move on, do something else for now. Thanks, but see you guys around, I guess. See you at the coffee shop, at the gas station. It's not going to be like that. You're in and you're in forever. Number 9, rules of the Hells Angels. Biker news. No media interviews. Now, I don't know if people are obeying those rules. I don't really troll YouTube for Hells Angel content. I don't know if these guys are doing interviews, but you're not supposed to do interviews. I've seen Chuck Zito in a lot of interviews. I've seen, Sonny Barger in interviews. So I don't know if people are obeying that rule. And again, I don't know if this are official rules, but it says no media interviews, and if this is real and you guys are doing interviews, well, you're breaking a rule. Just saying. Rules are important. Number 10, Harleys only. Now I wonder, and someone can answer this if they know, does that apply for other countries? Because the Hells Angels are nationwide, but they're also international. So if you're in the Hells Angels in Indonesia, or I don't know what other country, but some other country, England, they got them there in England. Could you be on a Triumph? Or do you have to have a Harley? It says Harleys only. I love my Harley. I got a Road King. It's the best bike I've ever owned. I've owned a lot of bikes. And the funny thing is there was a time when I was younger that I was anti-Harley, believe it or not. I was Honda all the way, man. I love my Harley. It's a very good bike. And one of the things I really enjoy about it is my Road King has all steel braided lines. It just came that way. I didn't put those on. The Hondas don't come that way. Just little touches like that impress me. Number 11, the runs are mandatory, but I do think that if you have some sort of special reason, like you're in the hospital or your mom's dying or whatever, you could get out of it, or maybe you pay your way out of it. There's a fine or something, but they're mandatory. And if you miss the runs, I don't know what happens. You get punished. Who knows what happens? But if you miss too many of them, I'm imagining they probably just kick you out of the club, or maybe take and beat you up. Who knows what they do, but they punish you, I'm sure. And number 12, did we say there was 13? Well, there's only 12. I lied to you. It's men only. Men only. There's no women in the Hells Angels. Unless you go to a bar somewhere in a town like this and you get some dumbass skank who thinks that she's part of that shit. She'll mouth off to you as if she's going to snap her fingers and 40 guys are going to come riding up to protect her. I'm glad I don't go to bars anymore. But these are the rules of the Hells Angels, supposedly. Have a good night.